This episode of the Jersey Beer Guys podcast is sponsored by White Eagle Liquor Store in Riverside, by Beer Belly Brew Tours in Oak Lynn, and by Dr. Brew Littles in Maple Shade. The Jersey Beer Guys
and One Girl
podcast is hosted by Rob Dowie.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
Amy Diamond.
You are a very well-respected journalist in the craft beer industry. You know that, don't you?
With Ian Dowie.
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
And Eric Bracken.
Damn, I'm thirsty. I want a beer. What about you? You want a beer?
Featuring Tony Iacono of the Two Brothers podcast.
Tell what's in beer, eh? Like my brother can tell the difference between beers by what his burps taste like.
And Kevin Riley O'Reilly of Philly Beer Trail.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
Produced by me, Richard Rabin.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
It's the show about New Jersey craft beer you didn't know you wanted to listen to. Okay, let's get the ball rolling.
What you are about to hear is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
We've got entirely too many troublemakers here.
10 seconds to self-destruct.
If there's still a world left when this is all over, I'd like to buy you a beer.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
All right, Amy, take us out.
You got about 3 minutes.
Come on, do the intro.
I can't do the intro.
Yeah, I know.
How the hell do the intro?
Okay. Well,
and a girl.
There you go. There's the intro.
There it is.
Jersey Beer Guys. We're doing it backwards
We're
today.
backwards.
There it is. So, yeah, I'm Rob Dowie. Of course, you know me. I don't know why you still listen to me. The girl.
They're not listening to you.
That's true. They listen for you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All
the
fans. The dumb shit you're going to say next. So,
you're going to get a mouthful today.
Wait.
You're in for it.
Wouldn't they get an earful today?
Oh, yeah, I guess they would.
They would. So, so your guys already know what it's going to be. So, yeah, you heard Eric in the background. Eric Bracken's here. We're sitting in somebody. This is new to us. We're sitting in somebody else's basement today for a change instead
and now we know
of my basement.
Everybody feels
where they go to somebody else.
When they come to your place, Rob.
But, you know,
studio.
They come at night to mine, so it's a little scary. It
is scary. And the back door.
and
we got to use the front door here.
And this was daylight, so we're good. So we're sitting in Jay's basement. What? You know, it's a great basement.
It's all
Jay,
great man cave, I got to tell you.
Lordy.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at the bar. There's 3 TVs here. Nice stuff all over except the Rangers emblem.
Let's go Rangers. You
got and then the New York Giants. So
20 skateboards hanging from the wall there with all different graphics on it.
Yeah, so it's nice. Pretty good. So Stratosphere Brewing Company. Did you guys hear of it? Wait, no, you didn't, because they're not open yet. They're getting, well, let's hope they get ready to open soon. So we're in the basement.
In the works.
Talking to Jay and Chris. We're waiting for Jay to get here, so we're a couple beers in. So, Amy, we got 10 minutes left with you.
Yeah. If you're lucky.
Yeah. Oh, God, we'll be lucky if we only have 10 minutes with you. So.
But you said it was like backwards, right? Because I started before you did. So we drank before we started. So that's true. I'm going to sober up.
Oh,
why is everybody laughing? Don't be laughing.
What else can we do? So we're at Stratosphere, guys. Thank you for accepting us here.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks.
We were going to do this at Brew Little, and somebody had things said, "Well, no, they got beer at their house. Go there." I'm like, okay, and they weren't kidding. They got beer at their house.
Surprised and
like a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different styles. I am so impressed. I am really, truly impressed.
Picture home brewing on steroids.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just going to throw that out there. So
nice. Yeah, I think we're on number 6.
Wait,
at least
we're not counting. We don't count.
Yeah. Stylistically, just sips.
Oh, okay.
Just
right. I tried. Right. Yeah.
It's like wine. You just you taste it, and spit it out, right?
Exactly. That's what I do. I swish it in my mouth. Spit it out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we started out the day. They even had flight. They had flight holders. We started out with a Vienna lager.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, you can't get in this conversation, Jay. You were late.
Oh, damn. Just keep drinking. Catch up.
Yeah, you got to catch up.
He's punished in the corner for now.
So, Vienna Lager, an ESB, hold on, a winter warmer, ale, and then an Irish dry stout, which I'm not a fan of Irish dry stouts, but I really like their Irish dry stout.
A lot of flavor, yeah.
That was on nitro.
Yeah.
So look at that, they even have nitro.
I know. Like, who has that in their basement?
Yeah, but this is no ordinary basement.
No.
Come on.
And then he gave us a Pilsner, and I'm on a stout now.
Yeah, and then he brings out a stout, and now I got an IPA in front of me.
And then I got another, something clear. Is that water or is that something else?
Yeah. So we did do a seltzer.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Seltzer?
Well, we have 3 different ones.
There you go.
So that's the ginger lime that you have in front of you now.
I got a lot in front of me. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Slowing down.
You know, Jay, if it gets too bad, we just open that door and push her out in the snow. Should be good.
Yeah.
We're getting snow tomorrow, so it should be covered. So, all right. So we talked to Chris. So, Chris, I'm going to leave you on the back burner here for a minute. So we're going to talk to Jay. We're going to get you in the conversation.
Awesome.
So how'd you start home brewing?
Actually, I started like 3 years ago.
Really?
I just, I tried a lot of beers, and, I kind of figured some are crap, some are good.
Right.
And I was like, you know what, maybe I can make it better than some of these people can.
Okay.
So I started out just, regular homebrew system, 5-gallon batches. And then we actually talked about it and kind of got together and started making beer.
So let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, gotta love that. So how do you guys know each other?
So we're neighbors.
Okay.
I think that may work against us. So we're both New York Ranger fans.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Sorry.
And I noticed he was the only one in the neighborhood that also was a Ranger fan, so we kind of came together via hockey.
That way they wouldn't get beat up in the neighborhood.
That's right. We had to team up together so that
safety
power in numbers.
Because you know how the idiot. Not every Philadelphia fan is an idiot, but you know how the idiot ones take things too far, like punching horses.
Yeah, it happens.
It was there.
Yeah,
snowballs on Santa.
Yeah.
So kind of hockey and sports. I guess we started watching games together and stuff like that. Like I said, we're neighbors and we drink a lot of beer. We enjoy drinking beer.
Yes.
Drank a lot of beers, and like Jay said, as we started drinking more and more beer and more different styles and trying to find things that we haven't had, we kind of thought, you know what, some of these aren't as good as maybe they could be.
Right.
And we, after saying that over and over, we thought, you know what the hell? Let's just let's give this a run. Let's start brewing our own beer, see what we can do. We had a lot of really good response in terms of people coming over. Obviously, if you were to see where we're sitting right now, you would understand we do have a lot of parties and stuff down. There's a lot of good times down here. So a lot of people. The sample size is quite large, and like I said, we got a lot of good response from what we were doing. So it kind of encouraged us to take it to the next step. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Well, I'm looking to buy a house in the neighborhood now. So
Absolutely.
More than welcome.
It's already been on Zillow.
I'll keep an eye out.
There is a ton.
As long as it's scooter distance.
There we go.
Scooter.
What?
Yeah. The good thing is I could walk home at night. So
walk, stagger, whatever.
Right. Yeah, gotta love that. So you've been at it longer than Jay has, right?
Oh yeah,
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
So
because he went into a basement years ago.
Yes.
Oh, you heard the story.
We did.
Sketchy.
We've been here a while waiting for you.
Sketchy.
So yeah, he was telling us a story years ago. He was looking for home brewing stuff, and there wasn't a lot of home brewing places around, a whole lot of home brewing stores. And he found a place in the Yellow Pages. For those who don't know what Yellow Pages is, it was a book that you open up and
the front was white and the back was yellow.
Yeah. Hence, it was the white pages, Yellow Pages, and you had to look things up. You never Googled anything. If you yelled at your phone book,
you had to take the initiative.
Yes. Yeah. So he found a place up in Staten Island.
Staten Island, correct.
Okay. And he went to it, and it was some guy's basement down a long, dark stairway. And
narrow. Don't forget narrow.
Narrow, long stairway in the thing. And You put everything in the basket to buy it?
Yeah. I put the lotion in the basket and...
You didn't get the rubber hose.
Yeah, really.
I told him as long as it wasn't like Joel Rifkin's place, out there, so he was good. So
and he made it.
Yeah. Long story short, I'm not in a box, and
you're not in the freezer that you told me was a dead body.
Intact,
So I did come away with brewing ingredients, and I kind of started from there. So
wow.
Mr. Brew Kid, is that what it was? Mr. Beer Kid or whatever?
No, I mean actually it was all grain to kind of start with. So he did all that down there and kind of gave me the recipe and said, you need to do this with that, and set me on my way. I can't say that what I brewed was good, but it was a start for sure.
Have you ever gone back
to that? No, I haven't.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I rarely go back to Staten Island these days.
So I guess you guys were sitting around talking about beer one time, and Chris had to say, well, I kind of know how to brew. And
exactly.
And Jason's like, okay, let's do
it.
Yeah.
And your quick study, because we'll have pictures of their place. If it's okay, we'll post them. But
absolutely,
their places where they brew is in their basement, and it's pretty damn wild. The amount of equipment that you have there,
the system, and everything.
The system and the equipment that you have.
Yeah,
you guys can even chill to make lagers and pilsners and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was, I think that was kind of the last piece of the puzzle. I think that we were doing a lot of other beers aside from the lagers and the pilsners because we needed the capability to chill. So then we went ahead and got that piece of equipment, and we pretty much have everything we need now.
You guys even have a
ability to can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a crowler machine.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
So we've spent some money. We're in it a little bit deep.
There's
So
a few drunk nights.
we can't turn back now. So this thing better work out.
Amazon, please come.
No, I've done that numerous times. Like I've been sitting at the bar, drunk, and you just start buying, and
very easy to do.
That's what we did.
That's what it sounds like. You guys got drunk and started buying things, and then as the week progressed, you're like, "Shit, what'd I buy?"
That's actually exactly what happened. So the first system that we bought, which you saw, so it was the first half barrel system. We literally were sitting here, and we were drunk, and I said, "You know what? Screw it, let's just do it. You want to just buy it?" And
of course, I'm sure
he's the worst person to ask because I know he's going to say yes.
Like, now let's think about it.
And,
let's do it.
It's like, we'll just charge it. Whatever. It's not real money, right? Okay.
I'm not leaving it to my kids.
Right. So then we got that. So it was kind of our first professional system, and then we just kept expanding from there. So that's what happened.
Nice.
Gotta love them that you can just order stuff online anymore.
It's very easy. It's easy to spend money.
Yeah, no wonder he's the world's richest man.
Yeah.
Who's
stepping down?
He stepped down.
Guy from Amazon.
Oh yeah. He just left.
Yep.
Yeah. Or he's going to leave.
Well,
I don't know.
whatever.
Building rockets, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. All the same.
Yeah.
So smart.
Well.
That's like a whole nother.
Yeah. That's another podcast.
Oh my God.
Listen, if I could go back in time, I'd buy Amazon stock.
Oh God, yeah.
Apple stock. Yeah. And I would have bought
GameStop.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Just for a day or two.
Yeah. My son tried doing that.
1,700%.
Yeah, I would have bought some of that. Yeah.
Hey, listen, your IPA is really good.
Okay, awesome.
Man, you're already on that?
Oh shit, yeah.
You're out drinking me.
Well, you're driving. I'm not. There's a surprise.
Listen, I'm throwing you in the back of Eric's truck.
I told you. I already claimed that couch. Okay. So with your IPA, there's like no smell. Like, you know how IPAs usually have like that little bit of smell?
Right.
I don't smell it, but I taste it.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. It's good. I mean, I do like it.
Yeah, I can't even remember, to be honest, what that one is.
Or when we brewed it.
Oh shit!
Well,
you got Miller Lite.
It's fresh.
That may have been.
We have that many
6
beers.
months ago.
So
no, I know. I drank all these.
So that one was canned, and I didn't have a label, but I did label it.
Are you sure it's an IPA?
We got a Sharpie.
I Sharpied it that it was an IPA.
Well, I can just definitely vouch it is an IPA.
Nice.
And it does have a nice flavor to it.
I think it's nice. It doesn't have a lot of hop burn.
No.
You're getting the hops, but it's not overwhelming, which is kind of what we wanted with that one.
It's very good.
Thank you.
All right, so moving on.
What? I was talking beer.
I know. I want to talk to your new spot. Are we allowed to talk to your new spot?
I guess we can't say exactly where it's going to be or what it is because of legal issues that we're still dealing with. We could say, I guess, that we are looking to move to Morristown.
Okay.
And generally speak about it, but
downtown Morristown.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. I can't say what the site is specifically.
Okay.
But it's a brewery.
It will be a brewery.
And it's closer to my house.
Yeah. And that's awesome.
And hopefully by Wednesday, I can be able to say a little bit more, but...
Oh, you don't worry. This episode's not going out until the end of March.
Yeah, so we're right in Morristown.
And we can edit.
Right. So.
Yeah, I'll have to cut them parts out. But no, you're looking at Morristown, which is good. Dry town.
Sure.
They had 4 liquor licenses up a couple years ago. They're all by the mall.
Yep.
So they're bringing you into the center of town, which will be nice.
Yeah, I think it's, we've learned, I think, from a lot of the other breweries that are around that are in these dry towns that it's a definite, it helps all the businesses.
It's got a boost.
It does,
It's a boost,
all the restaurants.
Whether it's the restaurants, sure.
Yep.
I think
foot traffic, everything.
Yep. I think a lot of these towns are starting to realize, the benefit of having a brewery. And I think that Morristown could definitely be one of those towns as well.
Well, I think what Morristown did too was they changed zoning so the office buildings on the bottom floor could go to the top floor in the hopes that restaurants would come into the bottom floors.
Yeah, because the problem with Morristown is there's not a lot of shoppers that go there. There's not a lot of foot traffic. Right. I mean, it is restaurants, it's Starbucks. Yep. Shoe store kind of deal, but there's not a lot of.
I think you went to starting to see a little bit about with that, and maybe that helped the ordinance.
Yeah.
Right.
You do see a little bit more foot traffic, but it's not as much as Haddonfield or some of the other areas yet. But I think that they're definitely moving in that direction. I think that a brewery would definitely bring a lot more people for sure.
Well,
any small town.
The thing too is the mall's dying.
Sure.
They're now what Lord and Taylor left, and they're putting in condos and apartments,
hotels, and
But who knows what the future's going to have for that? Also, I mean, it's what what we're in now.
Right.
And that all goes back to that Amazon guy.
It does. Damn Bezos. It circles back.
Yeah, I'm sure that had an impact for sure.
Right.
See, and then a worldwide pandemic doesn't help.
Well, no, but it all started before that.
But there's still beer.
There's still beer, right? You're not going to order beer from Amazon.
Not yet.
No,
not yet.
No, we got local.
You probably can. Look that up.
Wait a minute, you just gave me an idea.
Well, wait a minute, here in 2 hours.
Yeah, really.
Wait a minute, New Jersey, they deliver, so we're good. Which, by the way, did you hear that they've extended outdoor seating until
I did, 35%?
No, that's indoor seating to 35%, but outdoor seating for breweries until November 2022.
Really?
So you can have the outdoor beer gardens until November 2022.
Really?
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is good.
You know what?
I thought they would have stuck with that.
Just smart, yeah. Like I enjoy going there. Not so much now because it's cold.
Yeah.
But
there's still people out there though.
No, I know. And you know what? If I had a heater sitting on my lap, I'd be fine.
Yep. They got the fire pits going on and
on my lap.
That's another
I'd be fine. But I do like the whole outside atmosphere. I just think it's
people like it too because they feel a little bit better about going to a place.
I don't care about
and
that.
Even when without COVID, I mean, if it's a nice day out,
right? I want to be outside.
If I could sit outside and drink beers, then that's what I want to do.
Which I think is great because now it brought the rise of the beer garden.
Absolutely,
into this.
Yep.
There's places like we were at Brotherton a couple weeks ago, and their lot was supposed to be all parking, and because of COVID, they made it half into a beer garden, and it's like, we're going to keep that.
Yeah. And it's packed. But I think the funny thing is that pre-COVID, that was never a thing. You didn't think about how much outdoor seating do I have, and this and that. And even with us, when we first started looking at places, that was never a consideration.
Right.
And I almost feel that there was a couple places that we thought we might want to move into, and had we done that, we would have been in a bad spot because it had no possibility of outdoor seating.
Okay.
Whereas now when you're looking at something, it almost has to be kind of the first thing that you think about. Like, is there going to be a place for people to sit outside? God forbid something like this comes around again, or there are the waves or whatever. Yeah. But even with that, I think that you found that people enjoy sitting outside, and even myself, if it's a nice day, I want to sit outside and drink beer. So I think we've learned that one, people like it, and two, it's a necessity in terms of business practice, just in case something like this does happen. So
I guess
we've definitely learned a lot of lessons.
I guess they're thinking now that you, when you're looking at places, you have to think expansion.
Absolutely.
To start canning or whatever, get your product out. Just expansion overall. If you do well,
bigger
you're
system.
Yeah. bigger system, and then you're going to have outdoor seating for all that. There's a lot to take in now.
Yeah, sure. I think a lot of these places didn't realize how quickly they were going to grow. Right. They quickly outgrew their systems, outgrew their spaces. And, you have a lot of these breweries now that are looking at secondary locations in addition to their first place. They're not selling to go bigger. They're keeping what they have and also buying a second location. So it goes to show that there's a lot of growth in the industry, which is awesome.
I said that there was a lot of, like, when guys started, like, you're amateurs and going pro, and all of a sudden you got to come up with all this money for a brewing system. You got to have a location before you even begin. So now you're paying rent.
Sure.
You got to buy your equipment. You got to do the build out. You got all this money. Yeah. So you're spending almost every dime you have
just up front,
just up front to get started. And the next thing you know, if you do well, you do good beer. You're like,
you've almost outgrown on day one.
Yeah,
because you can't anticipate everything,
right?
But the way the permits are and stuff like that, you have to be completely fitted out as if you were getting open on day one.
Yeah, and that's not guaranteed.
And it's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
Right. And then so what you anticipated that you need may not even be close, and already from the get-go you're ready to expand. So not a bad problem, but certainly it's hard to go overboard from a cost perspective. You can't buy everything, but you almost want to go bigger rather than smaller for sure.
Yeah, I think some people say you don't want to be, when you buy a house, they tell you buy the biggest house you can without being house poor.
Sure.
And I guess that's the way with a brewery. You got to buy the biggest you can go without being like so far under.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And Brewlittle's an example of that, because he, look at how well they're doing. He's already expanded. He's not even open a year, and he's already expanding.
Yeah, looking at it. Yeah.
And he opened during COVID. He hasn't even seen a realistic, perspective of what he can, in terms of what his clientele is going to be once COVID's over.
Right. Exactly.
So.
Speaking of opening during the pandemic, Lions Roar opened this weekend. What's today's date?
The 6th, February 6th.
Okay, so Lions Roar.
That was a test.
Did I pass? I passed, right? Because it is the 6th.
Lions Roar
Siri.
opened
What's it? Where
what day is it?
Saturday, February. I didn't even cheat.
They're up North Jersey.
North Jersey?
Yeah,
okay,
just north of they're in Ranger Giants territory.
Great brewery.
Yeah, you two should have known that.
I'm actually an Eagles fan, so I'm going to redeem myself with that one.
Well,
not really, because he's a Seahawks fan.
You're a Titans fan.
I'm a Titans fan, and Eric just drinks.
He stays out of it.
Eric's a Billy Joe Jim Bob driving.
Yeah, listen, like I like Bobby, NASCAR too, but
he's a Ricky Bobby fan.
He's a Ricky Bobby. That's your new name.
If you ain't first, you're last.
You're last, boy.
Oh, yeah, that movie was funny.
Oh, you finally saw it?
I did.
It only took you.
I sat at my bar and watched it. It was pretty funny.
Oh, how many years did it take you?
Yeah, it took me a while now.
After us quoting?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you're a little slow.
Yeah, a little bit. Whatever. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, right there, Rob.
I'm okay.
Hey, did you try that seltzer?
I didn't get there yet. I'm still on the IPA.
Oh. Oops.
I see you eyeing it up.
So, okay, I've never had a seltzer before.
Oh,
we discussed this, right?
We did.
So, you walk into a liquor store and like all you see is seltzers. Sure. I'm like, I don't want that. Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
I'm not even going to.
That reluctantly we had to brew it because it is a thing, and whether or not I want it to be a thing, it's a thing.
It's a thing, and I laugh because
the demand is there.
The demand's there, sure.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So the interesting thing with the seltzer though is that you can do so many different flavors with it. So you brew one batch and you can make 5. How many different flavors, whatever you flavor the keg with. So,
is that a draw towards seltzer? Just the flavors part of it, or is it?
I think it's a calorie thing.
Calorie thing, yeah.
Okay,
it's definitely
all right.
But it's all sugar.
Well, yeah. I mean, it ferments out.
Well, I don't think it's. I think it's no hops too, right? Because you don't get any bitter.
I think it's like gluten free.
I think. Well, yeah.
Right?
I think it's your. It's appealing to your non-beer drinker. So obviously, you're always going to have someone that shows up to a brewery that are coming with friends.
Right.
Or whatever.
There's always something.
Not everyone. Not everyone likes beer.
Right.
So you're going to have that person, and then you have an option for it.
That person.
You have that person, and then there's something something that they have to drink.
Well, what is the alcohol on seltzers?
So, I believe you remember what this one is?
This was 6%.
Yeah, it's on the higher side.
Oh, I was going to say shit.
Yeah,
because normally they're like 4, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. Well, I think a lot of the ones that people buy. The larger brands and stuff like that, they tend to, like Bud Light Seltzer or whatever it is.
Right.
I think that they are lighter, less alcohol and less sugar, and that's the draw.
Okay.
But I feel like a lot of the ones that people do in the breweries, they probably have a little bit more calories and punch to them, so they're going to have a higher ABV.
What flavor is this here that we have?
That's a ginger lime.
I was going to say it because you can you can smell the lime, but you can taste the ginger. Which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but it's
not necessarily my thing.
No, it's not.
I'll happily brew it and sell it and serve it.
Right? Did you smell the lime?
Yeah, it's different. I mean,
no, but you smelled the lime.
Yeah.
And then when you taste it, like I taste the ginger.
Right. To me, that one tastes like was it a Moscow Mule? Like, I feel like I'm drinking a mixed drink when I drink that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as you put it up to your nose, you smell that.
Yeah.
Right. Like
that's what I get from it.
You smell the lime, and to me, I almost got like a margarita on the rocks.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
when I put the lime up, and I got that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But then when you taste it, it's definitely a lot different.
Yeah, you got that ginger on the.
Yeah.
What's the percent?
It reminds me of
6. Yeah, it's about 6.
Wow.
So it's up there.
No.
Like a sushi roll. Right? You get that ginger.
Cleansing your palate.
Yeah, you're cleansing the palate.
I know.
Exactly.
All right, let's try that bitter again. No.
How'd you like the stout? The other one.
The one that's gone?
Yeah. I see it's empty, so I'm assuming that.
I'm thinking I liked it.
I'm thinking you liked it.
I do.
What type of stout was it? Is it?
So that was an Imperial Stout.
It's Imperial Stout? Okay.
Sure. So I was saying before, we did that same stout last year, and it was a chocolate stout. We added chocolate kind of on the end.
Okay.
And this year, as we tasted it, we decided not to mess with it and kind of leave it be. So we didn't add the additional chocolate to it, so we left it as it is. And I think
but next year, that's changing.
Chris, I just wanted to tell you that your Staten Island just came out in your voice.
Did it?
Wait. I catch it a few times.
Are you all right?
I catch it a few times.
It's chocolate.
I didn't hear that.
No, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't. Look, now he's not going to talk.
He's all quiet now.
It's all right. You can talk.
My kids make fun of me for stuff like that, so thanks.
Yeah. You got the. Yeah.
We're right there with your kids.
Yeah. That's okay. We just, that's where the New York comes in. Listen, I'm going to give you guys a pass because you are from New York, or your families were from New York. Mm-hmm. So you really do get that pass. To me, in this area, if you're a Cowboys fan, and if you're an older Cowboys fan, all you are is a bandwagoneer. That's all you are.
Yeah,
you were on the bandwagon.
Nothing worse than a Cowboys fan.
Nothing worse.
Unfortunately, they come out. They creep out everywhere. But
they talk smack. At least the Philadelphia fans talk smack all the time. They just talk shit all the time. Every year they're winning the Super Bowl.
Win or lose.
Yeah. We're going to rebuild.
They're talking shit.
We're still winning the Super Bowl this year, damn it.
Tune in next week.
They're still talking shit, but with the Cowboys fans, they're all quiet, and then all of a sudden they win like a game, and they're out of the woodwork.
Yep. Agreed.
All right, so I have a serious question.
Shit.
All right, so who does most of the brewing? Or do you do it together?
We both do it together.
I would say it's probably a pretty good 50-50 split, but I will say that Jay comes up with the vast majority of the recipes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, why? You gotta take that
was a serious question. He's like, damn.
I think that I come in more from like a quality perspective and kind of QC and things.
Like, dude, you can't do that stuff. We gotta do it this way.
Yeah, he keeps me in check, really.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he comes up with a lot of the ideas, and hey, why don't we do this and use this, grain or whatever, and then we bounce it off each other. But I think ultimately he's the one that kind of leads it for sure.
But we do check in with each other.
No, that makes sense because you're partners.
Yeah. So I mean,
so when it's brew day, you both like get together and
we're
absolutely
100%. You have it all planned out what you're doing and how you're doing it. I guess you have a brew schedule.
Yep. So what we'll do is usually the night before is we'll get everything ready. We'll get all the grain. We'll grind everything up and get our grain bill ready and all the hops and everything that we're going to use for whatever particular recipe that we're doing. That way, in the morning we're ready to go. And most brew days tend to go a lot longer than I would like them to go.
Yeah. Right.
So we try to set everything up. We kind of stage everything the night before, and then we'll brew the whole next day.
How big is your brew room?
So in terms of volume, or just the size of the actual
size. Because you guys are doing a lot.
It's huge
in a little spot.
It's a really big.
20 by 30. I'm like, I didn't see that part.
It's probably like 10 by 15.
Because you guys got a lot
10
going
by
on.
15.
Yeah. There's a lot in there. We definitely make good use of our space, and
Wow.
It gets tight.
It gets tight. We definitely, I think I was saying before, we definitely don't get through a brew day without a significant amount of spills and or disasters. But we tend to, I feel like the second we take our eyes off everything, something goes wrong, but it tends to work out in the end, and the beer seems to be pretty good. So
it is.
Absolutely. It's very good, actually.
So well, the good thing is, as you're waiting to brew, you have plenty of beer to drink while
you're
waiting.
Well, which is problematic.
Listen,
that's why we have so many problems when we
with that being said, I do have to give a shout out to your wife.
Oh, thank you.
Hospitality.
She's great.
Megan is freaking awesome. Like, we walked in the door and we were here 5 minutes and she's bringing food down, and she keeps bringing food down.
She's like a hostess on.
Well, she called me. She was like, "I have no makeup on, and these people are in my house." I'm like, "Oh, well,
these people,
just feed them." Well, that was at first. She's like, "Who's at my house?"
That's so funny.
Strangers at my door.
And she's been great.
She's
awesome. Oh my God, she's got a. Listen, I've been in your house. I see what's going on. For her to put up with that, I'm sorry. That's
all the time.
Huge.
And she doesn't even drink it.
No.
Right. No. And she just, go do your thing, and whatever. And she's got to smell it. I mean, seriously, she's got to smell all this shit, and your accidents going on. She's down there cleaning it. I know damn well she's down there cleaning it, and don't tell me she's not, because I know she is. You're cleaning it, and she's back, and she's coming right behind you.
She'll hear this. I'll be at work.
She's doing it. Trust me.
We like to think we do a good job.
Yeah,
I think she's
that's not happening. I'm telling you. She is right behind you, cleaning that shit up.
She's cleaning it the right way.
Yeah.
And probably feeding them the whole time, too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, because, I'm full. So thank you for that.
Yes. Well, the tortilla chips you ate are from the old grain.
I don't care. They were good.
Usually
those pot stickers are great. And the puppy, so cute.
Oh.
So cute. So anyway, I'm not a fan of your seltzer. I'm just going to throw that out there.
But
so your
I don't like seltzers.
You're not a seltzer.
I'm not a seltzer liker.
Untapped says.
I can agree with you, so I won't hold it against you.
I mean,
but I have heard from people that do enjoy seltzers that it is pretty good.
It probably is.
And you have 3 flavors that you've done?
So I'm going to give you the raspberry next, and I'm going to make you drink more.
Okay. I don't like raspberry. You got blackberry over there.
All right, fine. You can have that one.
Okay.
But that's your 3 that you've done so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I got to tell you, it's sweet. To me, it's sweet. I think that's why I don't like it.
Well, so sugar, and then
because I've been my diet's been, I've been trying not to eat sugar for 4 or 5 years now. So to me, it's like Eric said, it's not my thing.
Okay, right.
But it's great because I could smell that. Like I said, I smell that lime. I taste that ginger.
Sure. That may be the carbonation too.
Yeah,
the carbonation level on there maybe. Not there.
No, I give a lot of sweet.
We'll pull the 2 others will come out of the tap, and we'll see how those come out.
All right, cool. I can't wait.
I think
that'd be fun.
Less sweet, and again, so I was saying before that we had 3 different people in here who all drink seltzers, and there's 3 seltzers on tap, or at least 3 that we have. and we asked each one of them, what do you like?
Right.
And all three had a completely different answer.
Huh.
One had
Depends
the
on
ginger
your
lime
flavor.
on the top, then raspberry, then the other one, and the other one had the raspberry.
Right.
Like literally 3 people, 3 complete different answers.
Well,
which is
I
insane.
mean, like I said, I like the flavors.
Challenge.
Yeah, right. It's replacing the Pepsi challenge.
Exactly.
Well, I actually like putting the seltzer up and smelling it. What's on the nose?
No, that's why I said it. I like the smell, and I taste that ginger. It's very sweet to me. Like, to me, it's very sweet. It's not something I would... That's probably why I've never had one before, because I've seen them everywhere. But I just don't think it's something I would drink.
Yeah, it's not a style that
and
But
again, like
the alcohol content.
like don't please don't take that wrong. Like it's just
well, yeah. I mean, it's
yeah. I'm not a big seltzer fan either.
no. I just think because of the sweetness. But I love my chocolate.
and it doesn't tie up the system to make it. So I mean,
How long does it take?
For the I don't know. Did we use the Lutra?
We did. So I think that was like 5 days.
5 days.
5 days through. Okay.
Yeah.
So throw it in on a Sunday and
Absolutely.
By Friday
Monday.
you're drinking?
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah.
Very quick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can really taste that ginger. That just amazes me.
Actually, I do like that. I did like that. I did like the
No,
taste of that.
I like the flavor.
Right.
I just don't like the sweetness for me. Like it's just.
You want to pass me
know.
a Reese cup? No, just kidding.
Pass you what?
A Reese cup.
Do you really? Are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm like, because
When you're like the sugar.
there's a dark chocolate Milky Way that I'm going to devour in about 3 seconds.
It's calling you.
It is.
If you open
Look,
that
it's
up.
right there. It's been looking at me.
She's going to put it in a stout like a celery stick.
Exactly.
Yes. Hey, speaking of which, so I understand you said celery stick. I was thinking carrot. I want to talk your carrot.
Wow, you
Stout.
went left.
Oh,
Right to my carrot.
what?
What's it talking about? Here's carrot.
Your carrot stout.
It just went dark.
Oh.
Do you know you got one going on
I
in there?
do, I
Because
do.
I'm telling you right
I
now,
do.
in your house right now.
It's our secret recipe.
Isn't
so we didn't know.
that silver thing
like,
over there?
The carrot milk stout.
Yeah, that one. You want to talk about it?
He's actually Chris was the one that came up with this, so I didn't come up with the
Well, it's
recipe.
your house, dude.
So
And he came up
this
with
one
it.
I guess I did come up with. So I have a buddy that's Jamaican, and apparently in Jamaica during the holidays they have a drink called carrot juice.
Okay.
And even as kids, like everyone, my buddy was like, I didn't even realize there was alcohol in it. We just drink it as kids. We drink it. So I started, looking it up and asking him about it. So basically, what it is, it's carrot juice. And they add Guinness to it with vanilla, cinnamon, and other spices and so forth, and even sometimes a little bit of rum. So I thought, that's it. And condensed milk.
Condensed milk.
So, I mean, he's explaining it. It sounds disgusting. I'm like, that
It looks
sounds
disgusting.
awful. So I looked at some videos, and even watching the videos, we're like, that doesn't look good at all.
Oh, wait.
But-
So what's it look like?
I mean, it's, think about it. If you're at carrot
actually
juice and then you're
milky?
adding Guinness to it, I mean, it's very murky.
Like
and
condensed milk.
Condensed milk on top of that, which is thick. And
Okay.
it's interesting.
It looks-
But he tells me it's good. So I said, you know what? I would actually like to do a play on that. So let's make a milk stout. So the milk kind of replacing the condensed milk.
Right.
Okay.
And let's add carrot puree, and we'll add some spices, and then we'll age it in a rum barrel. So that's what we're going to do.
Jamaican
So
rum.
A take on it, yeah.
Yeah, so it's fermenting right now. So I would say, what is it, we did it last Sunday?
Yeah, we're probably about 3 days out till we.
Yeah, so I mean, it's almost a weekend.
So you got to put it in the rum barrel next.
Yeah.
So once it's done, we'll keg some of it, and then we'll throw some in the rum barrel. We'll age that one for probably about 6 months or so. And
So
see
you're
how
going to
it
do
turns
2.
out.
Yes.
So you're going to have.
We'll have it by itself, and then we'll have about 5 gallons in the rum barrel.
Okay. So when I talked to you earlier about it, you said you were about a week, 2 weeks out.
Sure.
No.
Well, for
Jason saying 3 days.
No.
I'm just saying,
I would say 3 days before we barrel.
Okay.
and then keg. And
All right,
stuff
so then
like
you're going to leave it in there. You
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
in the barrel, and then you leave some. Okay.
Sure.
I'm
Gets a
still
flavor-
trying to understand
gets a
this whole
flavor.
process. Listen, I've been talking beer for a long time. I still don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the
drink it.
concept.
I feel like years ago everything took 5 weeks. And now it seems that things are,
2 weeks.
2 weeks seems to be the kind of norm.
The number.
And it depends on what you're using, your system, and what type of beer and stuff like that. Stouts are things that can age a little bit more. There's a lot of them are higher alcohol. This one's going to be definitely probably around a 10%er.
Okay.
So it's probably going to take a little bit more time to ferment out. So I think that we're close. We did take a reading a few days back. So I think that we're close to where we want it to be. So once it drops the rest of the way, then we'll keg it. Once we keg it, then we'll throw 5 gallons in the rum barrel and let that finish out for about 6 months and try.
Wow, 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Aim, if you're nice, maybe they'll get you a can of it.
Yeah. I'm doing the math on my fingers.
Yeah. So, but
you don't have she'll be knocking on the door in 7 months.
So the part of it that's not aging that we just straight up keg, that'll be ready soon. So
I got your address.
That's where I said about 2 weeks. So I'd like to let it sit in the keg for a little bit.
You may still be asleep on the couch by then.
Poor Jason.
So it's a play on a Jamaican holiday drink.
All right.
So that's going to be.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's going to be our stout.
Just throwing that out there.
Just throwing it. We're on to another seltzer.
What? Oh, you got. That's what this is.
Yep. So what is this one?
I'm not going to say. I'm going to let her try it.
Oh,
first.
look at that. The color difference is amazing.
Wow.
Of course, different glasses. Oh, all right. Somebody talk.
We're just going to watch you drink.
Yeah, right.
Dead air.
Richard, edit that out.
What do you think?
Oh, see, I like that one better. Yeah.
And what did you tell me that you didn't like earlier?
I didn't like that sugar. Like
the flavor.
What, this? Oh, is that the raspberry?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was blackberry.
Did you see your nose?
We do have one. But I gave you the raspberry.
No, that doesn't taste like raspberry, though. It really doesn't. Do you think it does? It doesn't smell like it? Doesn't taste like it?
I think that's more like when I get seltzers from the store, I think you get some of the nose, but the flavors never really come through. Like to me, my wife drinks a lot of the seltzers or whatever, and I'm like, it tastes like water almost to me.
That's why you had 3 of them here.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there. No, it's very good, but I don't get the raspberry.
I got it. It was slight.
Yeah.
It was slight.
It's not, and again, it's really back end.
And then
I think that people appreciate it, to be honest.
See, like some of those things that are out there that like had that strong raspberry.
Right.
I can't do that.
Well, then it's over fruited.
Right. Like this.
Or that's what the people are going.
I could drink this.
Sure.
And it's not as sweet. This one's not as sweet as that one.
I actually knew you were going to like that one.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not as sweet.
Ooh.
It's a reason
Cheers.
I poured it.
She didn't pass out.
No, this one's good. I do like this one. And it's raspberry.
See,
so there you go.
So that's your second
Look at
seltzer.
you.
And now it's a hit.
And it's raspberry, and I don't like raspberry.
There you go.
Amy,
we've done a complete 180 now. So just like
my.
Learning your palate.
Just for future reference, you're talking to the microphone, not the glass. Just saying. It always helps.
I am.
It always helps with sound quality.
A little cloudy.
That's why they're right next to each other. Echo. Yep, I'm getting sober as we talk.
That's right. Sobering right up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Eric, who's dropping her off at home? There you go. Because Kevin's not here to
Rocks,
take her
paper,
home.
scissors.
Leave her till Monday.
I don't want to go that way.
No, I do like that one.
I'll take her. Jeez.
Nice. Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
Huh. And again, it comes down to palate. Like I said, I had 3 different people, and one person said that's number 1. The other girl had it at that number, number
Right.
2, and then so forth. So you just don't know.
Different tastes.
So, Jason, what are you drinking? As you put it up to your mouth, I should have been a freaking waitress.
The lager.
And what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the lager as well.
Okay. So you two keep going for one thing.
I do. Right now, out of everything that we have on tap, I got to say that the lager and the dry stout are probably my favorites that we have right now.
But you do have a winter ale that you were talking about too, right?
We
that
do.
We tasted.
Sure.
But we drank so much of that.
Yeah, it's just,
well, that
to me, it's like, oh god, that thing's been. Someone please just finish it.
Jersey beer guys are coming over.
I know. I know, right?
Wait a minute.
Should have brought a growler.
So yeah,
excuse me a minute.
Damn it!
So yeah, to
Kevin.
me, that thing that's old news for me. So,
They'll probably give you a growler to get rid of it.
Right?
So the lager is the most recent thing that we put on tap.
Oh, is that okay?
So that's probably why I tend to gravitate
there's a reason.
towards that.
That's a really good lager.
Yeah, but it's good. And this has been on the list in terms of things we've wanted to brew for quite a while. And we did brew it. I'm very happy with how it came out. So yeah,
no, it's very good. But that takes a while to brew.
Have you guys tried the Pilsner?
Yes.
That was my favorite.
Amy had a problem with that only because she was drinking the ESB right before she drank that.
Right,
and,
that's why the ESB is still there.
And it was ESB is a style she never drank before, and it was getting it. The flavors got mixed up with her. She went out and smoked a cigarette. Cleansed her palate.
Cleanse the palate.
Cleanse my palate. You didn't give me any the sherbet, whatever.
Sherbet. Sorbet sherbet.
And
Megan.
And she
hot sticker.
And she liked that. She liked it better when she had it the second time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I first tried it, I'm like, there's something in here I just don't like. And then like you said, and then when I came back, I'm like, oh, there we go. Like it was back. Like
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah, I think that was.
But I do like that lager.
Yeah, I like the lager better. Just preference wise, it's got a little more caramel kind of notes to it and stuff like that. It's more in line with what I like to drink.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Pilsner was good. Obviously, you got to have a Pilsner. There's always a lot of people that are going to drink lighter beers. It's something that you have to offer.
Which your Pilsner is still a little bit higher than what Pilsners normally are.
Yeah, I think some people come in with a lower ABV. Ours was about 5.6. So, but I mean, still
it's still crushable.
Very respectable range. But yeah, I like to have things a little higher up.
Well, apparently, because your seltzers are kind of high.
But yeah, but the dry stout that's a 4.5. So I'd say it's pretty in line with the style.
Okay.
Couple points, little bit higher, but not too much.
Now we were talking before that Chris likes to do English style beers.
Sure.
You kind of like English style beers. Jason, you haven't been in at this very long.
Right.
Do you have a style that you prefer?
I'm definitely a New England guy.
New England guy?
Okay.
Love it.
Like variations on New England IPA and all that stuff, or you'd like to do variations of that, or you just like to you guys just brewed a collaboration with Dr. Brew Littles, and it was a very dank and very New England IPA.
Yep.
Is that really what you like to do?
The dankness kind of got me.
Okay,
but it's delicious. I mean, it's
right.
It's what I like. Besides the little hot burn that I had, but yeah, just in general, New England.
New England, huh?
Yeah,
likes the style.
Okay.
You're sticking with that, aren't you?
That's my style.
Is that?
It's like that is
Damn.
That is it.
It's a style.
Now, were you drinking that before you began to brew?
It was, yeah.
So it's always been something you drank. Is that what you drank when you got into craft beer?
Actually, it was a Kolsch.
Oh, Kolsch is what you got.
Style.
Okay. Yeah.
I was always like a Miller Lite, Coors Light drinker. My brother-in-law had got me into craft beer.
Okay.
And he had brought in a Kolsch. He's like, try this. And I was like, wow. It's got flavor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, and he kept on bringing these beers and, all these German style beers, and he got me hooked.
Yeah.
You went from a German style beer to a New England IPA?
Yeah. It's weird, I know. It's weird.
Well, I guess. Well, okay.
Well, it all depends what kind of New England IPA you get, because you get some that really like. You get them that really have the smell to them, and others that are just like
more aroma forward.
Yeah, aroma, and
which is
they're not as bitter, and
that's how we kind of got started.
Well, I think what happened too is that for a while there, everything was an IPA, right?
Right.
Yeah. You go to a bar,
absolutely.
and there, what do you have on tap? Oh, we have 15 IPAs. Oh, okay. What else you got?
And a seltzer.
No, even before that, I mean.
Well, actually, a lot of breweries were that way. There were a lot of IPAs and stuff like that.
And it was I think it was a lot more West Coast forward at that point too.
Right.
West Coast IPAs. So, we had drank a lot of those, and to be honest, I mean, I was burnt out on it.
We were
both really burnt out on that particular style, and I kind of went against it for a while.
Right.
And then the New Englands kind of came out where they were more aroma, citrusy forward rather than the dankness of the other styles and stuff
and
like
the pininess and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Different taste.
The pininess. So I think we started drinking those a lot more, and it's like, all right, well, there's something here. I think this is definitely a style that's, there's something to this.
Right.
And I think it took over a lot of the more old school kind of West Coast IPAs and stuff like that. But I just felt like the whole scene was saturated with IPA. To the point, I was sick of IPA, and it sounds weird as a brewer because I feel like everyone who brews is IPA hop, this and that. But we just I was looking for something different, and I think we both were. And then we kind of stumbled upon the New Englands, and now the New Englands are friggin' everywhere. But yeah, it was different. It was more kind of aroma forward, and you got those citrus notes, and the citra hop obviously was a big deal and stuff like that. So I think we started gravitating towards the New Englands, and that's we went from there.
Well, I like how brewers that home brewers, they become professional brewers or open their brewery. They are beginning to embrace different styles. They're not just IPAs all the time, or
some of the older styles.
But some of the older styles
you got a bitter here,
right? Yeah, and like I said, I kind of when I started drinking a lot of craft beers and stuff like that, it was more kind of the English style beers and the brown ales. I remember
popular.
Getting into Newcastle was a big thing for me when I was younger and stuff like that. So I tend to kind of drift towards that particular style. I think I was telling you guys before when we were off air that we did an English pub ale, which is kind of a play on Boddington's, and I don't think that's something that you really see out there very often. And we had that on Nitro, and it had a real nice kind of biscuit flavor, and a little bit different, kind of more. I don't want to say old school, but it was kind of to me it's an older school style.
Right.
So I tend to kind of gravitate towards that. And, Jay, like he said, he likes a lot of the New Englands and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a good mix that we kind of get your, the IPAs and the hazies and stuff in there. And then we kind of still kind of pay homage to a lot of those older English style beers and stuff like that.
Now, I asked you earlier if you did a sour, and you said you did one by mistake. And then on second thought, you thought, well, maybe I shouldn't have thrown it away because it could have really been a good beer.
Yeah, can't duplicate it.
Yeah. But I'll let Jay tell the story. I told you the story so he can kind of reinforce it.
Oh, God.
It wasn't good, or it wasn't what you wanted, Jay?
I think what happened was we jumped the gun. I think we should have kept it, let it ferment out. Okay. I think it would have been good.
Right.
But, as,
live and learn.
Live and learn kind of, as long as, as we're going along and we kind of figured it out. And, now we're like kicking ourselves in the butt. We should have kept that.
Yeah.
That was probably the best beer ever.
And it probably was.
If we put it on tap, oh my God, it's amazing.
It's probably the best sour we're ever going to make, right?
Make tons of money with that.
It's one of those things, too. I was saying earlier that there's probably a lot of beers that because of how I think it should turn out and it doesn't turn out, that in my opinion, it sucks. And I'd be like, fucking dump it. But then you have someone else come along, they're like, this is amazing. Just because I don't like it, because it's not what I had in mind, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad beer. And it's hard to you got to get out of that, mindset that because it didn't turn out exactly, how you had planned, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad beer.
Right.
As long as you have somewhere to store it, keep
True,
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That if you don't have anywhere to keep it, then dump it. But
I think at the time too, we did need the keg space.
We did need it.
All right, listen.
We had less equipment then.
I'm airdropping my number to you right now.
Nice.
I could be here in 10 minutes.
I have a double tower kegerator that has no beer in it.
I can drive with pitchers in the car.
I'm just saying, a double tower kegerator with no beer in it that I could really use. Aim, I want to know, did you catch him? Chris, as he's leaving, did you catch him? You go ahead, Chris. You get the beer.
I'm talking about you.
Did you catch him?
Catch him what? With his
He cursed before you did.
I cursed earlier.
Did you?
Oh, he did?
Yes,
what?
I did. I didn't F-bomb, but I cursed.
No, he F-bombed.
He
F-bombed.
He's from New York.
Wait, that sounded kind of
what?
New England.
That was New England. Yeah, that was Boston.
Was it? That was Long Island.
That was Long Island. Staten Island's a whole different island.
It's all frickin' New York. Oh, look, frickin'. What the hell's wrong with me? What?
Are you cleaning up your act?
I have no that.
Jay, you're allowed to curse.
Oh, sorry.
You're Sparky. Yeah, fuck yeah, you are.
I did say butt. I was like, butt. I'm like, ass. What are you doing?
No butts.
Try to be good.
That's all I ask. Wait.
Dude, you're a construction worker like me.
I know. It's hard for me not to curse.
It should just fly.
Hard for you not to?
Yeah.
He's a construction worker. We curse all the time.
So why don't you curse? What?
I didn't know if we were allowed to on air. And
Oh, fuck yeah.
oh, fucking great.
Validation right there.
So as soon as I told Amy in the first episode, I think she'd let it drop, or she asked if she could curse. I'm like, yeah, you can curse. She's like, fuck yeah. Right out of her mouth, right away.
Listen, there's this thing on Netflix. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or whatever, but whatever.
You're not allowed to say Super Bowl.
Oh.
No.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Oh my God.
Edit.
It's like Beetlejuice. With Nicolas Cage and the history of curse words.
Right.
No.
Anybody see that? No, I watched that. Like
With next to Ricky.
there's
Bobby.
really nothing. Like seriously, a curse word is just a word. People just
George
make
Carlin?
it something
Is that the
that's
one?
not.
7 dirty
Seven words, yeah.
7 dirty words you can never say on air.
All right. So
All right,
anyway,
we lost her.
So who do you guys got for the Super Bowl?
oh, we talked about that earlier too. So you
Did
missed
we?
a lot.
I missed
no,
it.
we did.
Listen, I like
never
Andy
gave me
Reid
an
and Mahomes and all, and I don't really like Tom Brady, but you know what? I'd like to see him win just because they could say it wasn't Bill Belichick and he did it without Belichick.
Yeah.
Same here.
And then everybody got just shut up and he's the greatest. Like, love him or whatever, the guy wins. He's been at 18% of all the Super Bowls they've ever done. He's will be his 7th win.
It is.
It's his 10th one.
Yeah.
You know what? So, but I do like Andy Reid and Mahomes.
They lost to the Eagles, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what,
They did.
Just throwing that out.
Yeah, but they also beat the Eagles in the other one, too.
Okay,
So.
all right.
They lost to the Giants twice.
As he looks up as in New York.
Listen, I just want to say, as a football fan, when they were talking shit about Eli Manning winning 2 Super Bowls and Peyton not winning 2, Eli only won because a guy caught a football on his fucking helmet.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, so
the bubblegum catch.
So you can say all you want winning the Super Bowls, but Eli was definitely not a better quarterback.
No, I think it was the defense that actually won them too. So.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. And it was, so yeah, I'd like to say that, but you know.
No, you're a Seattle fan.
Yeah, I am.
And he has been.
Most underrated.
Long time, Seattle.
Oh, listen.
What was up with that one play?
The worst play ever in the history of the Super Bowl?
Yes.
You know, when Russell Wilson could have just outrun the. No, well, it was 2nd down. He could have run. This is what I tell everybody. He could have run. The outside linebackers couldn't contain him. So he could have run to the right. The receiver could have done a post in the end zone. So you have 2 options. Either run it in, or 3 options. Run it in, throw it, or throw it away. Mm-hmm. Then it would have been 3rd down, and you could have run beast mode right at him.
Oh, yeah, beast mode.
But the outside linebackers couldn't contain Russell Wilson. Run it to the outside. But hey,
what was the one where you left the bar and came back and they?
How did we get to Seattle? Unfortunately, I broke the seal, so I had to. I made the mistake of peeing. So
that was a Green Bay game in the playoffs.
All right.
So we're sitting in the bar and this woman's like cheering like everything Green Bay does, and she was really annoying and loud about it. Seattle was blowing the game. I was like, I got to go because I always feel like I'm a jinx. Like I won't watch them because if I watch them, they lose, and if I turn it off, they start winning. Same with the Flyers.
Like Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, like if I turn the Flyers game on, they start to lose. I watched last night's game; they were winning, or they were winning 1-0. I turn the game on, they lose 2-1. I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm done.
So you're that guy.
So
So the reason why.
Yeah.
We were all sitting at the bar. I was like, I got to go. This woman's annoying me. I got to go. They're losing. I can't be here. We left. Put it on satellite radio.
Where'd Rob go? Oh, he's out.
They were winning, and they wound up winning the game. I had to come back, and everybody's I come back in. Like, my jersey on.
Yeah, he comes back in cheering.
She's all quiet.
Nice.
I'm like, and I was loud.
Yeah.
So I was really petty,
to say the least. Nice.
So yeah. So look at that. We have a sports podcast too. Sports and beer podcast.
covering it all.
Yeah, gotta love it. So I guess Amy broke the seal. She's done.
Yeah, I think she's done too. So here she comes.
Oh, I just peed on the floor. So.
Whatever works.
Yeah, well,
I was close to it, so I figured let me just hurry up and run there.
Oh, look, she's bringing snacks with us.
Listen, I walked in and all I heard was, I just peed on the floor. Where did this conversation go?
That was Jason.
Oh, we
See
did.
what happens when you leave.
We did a sportscast.
Yeah, we were doing sports. You were gone.
Listen,
Welcome
what do you
back.
mean I brought potato chips? Chris went right for him. Come on, you want pistachio?
Listen,
you
if
want
there's snacks in
popsicles?
front of me,
What do you want?
I'll eat it all.
Everything over.
I was going. You want me to?
Yeah, actually, we probably should.
Yeah. Okay.
She put it out. We got to eat it, right?
Megan.
Do you know we're actually at an hour?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that's been an hour already.
Damn.
And we've been here 3.
Sorry.
You've only been here an hour.
It feels like 10 minutes.
He's just getting started. We're approaching the other side.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. He's got catching up to do.
Yep.
We're going to start winding it up here since we're at an hour.
Winding up or winding down?
Winding it up. Winding it down. Doesn't matter.
I'm sober.
We can change
Is there
that.
anything you guys want to throw in about your new place? Did you touch all the bases that you want to do on it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that, definitely look out for us. Look at, we're on Instagram, all that stuff, Stratosphere Brewing Company.
The book face and
right. Yeah, all that.
Merchandise coming
Are
soon.
you on Facebook? Because I looked you up and I
Yeah,
didn't
our
see anything.
Facebook is not, we're not, no.
Okay.
Don't bother with our Facebook page.
We're working on that.
So Instagram is better.
Instagram right now.
Okay.
Twitter? The website's up, not on Twitter. But so we're changing some things. We got some new logos and stuff like that coming out. We have some people working on the webpage, and like I said, look out for us. Hopefully, we're going to be coming out in Morristown. But
Delran.
in the meantime, right, maybe some secondary
Delran.
locations, but we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I mean, we're just we're brewing a lot. Hopefully, making some good beers that people can enjoy, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, Eric, you want to take us out?
I'm good.
Man, you don't want to start us. You don't want to take us out. You're just here for the beer, aren't you?
I need some notes.
Oh, God. So, listen, Jersey Beer Guys, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We even have a webpage. Kind of try to stay up on it. It's there. Find us any place you listen to podcasts. Pandora Now, Libsyn, wherever. Spotify, Hopped Up Network. That's all Eric's got from me. Hopped Up Network.
That was it, man.
And he's saying.
Yeah. So check out our
stickers.
Check out our sponsors, Dr. Brew Littles. Who else, Eric? Who else?
White Eagle.
White Eagle Liquor Store.
Brewery Tours.
And Beer Belly Brew Tours.
Yep.
So, and that's it. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you for having us on.
And watch out. Watch out for
Megan,
these
thank
guys.
you.
Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Megan,
oh, my
thank you.
God.
All right, we're out, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks.
The Jersey Beer Guys
And the girl.
is hosted by Rob Talley,
And Amy Diamond.
along with Eric Bracken and Ian Talley. It's produced and edited by Richard Rabick.
You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Jersey Beer Guys 1 or Instagram at Jersey Beer Guys.
Thanks for listening, and remember, try something Jersey.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.